Hey everybody. Please don't be alarmed. I just haven't shaven. I'm a little bit tired and I've been running around doing things and I haven't gotten a lot of sleep in the last few days because I've been sleeping in the car. So please don't be alarmed. I know I look a little bit off, but I just need a good shave and a shower and a good night's sleep, which I'm hopefully getting tomorrow night or tonight. I don't know. see how it goes. But so I just wanted to end with this Thanksgiving thing. I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but it's always bothered me. Thanksgiving has always bothered me, especially when I read that article in the New York Times. I read it years ago, and it just, and I'd go to these Thanksgiving dinners, and I don't want to bring this stuff up to people because then they're gonna, it's a day of thanks, and so. This is the first year in a long time that I found myself not invited to a Thanksgiving dinner. So I took the liberty of posting those videos about Thanksgiving. And I was talking to somebody today, a friend of mine. He's African American, and he wished me a happy Thanksgiving. And I went to him, and please, if anybody, don't get offended. I have, I'm the least, just here Trump said, I'm the least prejudiced person you'll ever find. I am. I don't at all. But so I said to him, don't, Thanksgiving, man. I mean, you know what it is? Do you know the real history? And he goes, oh yeah, like the Pilgrims and something, and in the Indian sand. Yeah, I know that's a lie, man. That's all a lie. That's the same textbook that written by the same people that wrote the textbooks about slavery. And I remember growing up and going to school, and I didn't really know about the first time I really learned about slavery was Roots, watching the movie Roots. I didn't even read the book. I just watched the movie. I was like, whoa. And that's what it. That's what it is. I said, look, these are the same people that brought your great grandfather over from Africa and as a slave and enslaved them. It's the same people, came to this country and discovered it. Discovered it, right? Because there is not one Native American that believes that this land was discovered. Every Native American believes that this land was not even conquered, because there wasn't even a fight. They just came in and said, oh yeah, here's some beads, and oh okay, we're gonna be friendly, and then turned around and just like stabbed everybody. It's like, they what they do, they killed. This is what they do to all tribal cultures. They make sure they kill the warriors first, just kill all the warriors, and then what do you have left, right? You have the women and children that you can enslave, and then as the children grow up, you feed them alcohol, and then that's it. They have no connection to their tribal roots. And I tell people, I don't drink. I personally don't drink. And if you drink, that's fine. But I tell people, especially Native Americans that I meet and Hispanics that I meet and people that, it is the white man's poison. It is the poison that the white man gave to the tribal cultures to pull them away from their tribal roots, right? And take away something that they had, that connection that they had, to make them slaves. That's the bottom line, man. So I said this to him. It's like, don't wish me a happy Thanksgiving, please. If anything, you hear from people like, oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving, yeah. But please, dude, don't wish me a happy Thanksgiving, because that's like wishing me, happy Slavery Day. Happily first Slavery Day, the first day that the slaves were brought over. I'm sure the slave masters were celebrating, right? Because they didn't have to pay wages for work. They had slaves to do it. Even that indentured servant, whatever that shit is, where you have to come over from another country and you work as a slave until you pay off your debt, and then you're free. Pfft. How fucking dare you? How dare anybody do something like that to another human being? But again, I want to repeat, the slave master never disappeared. You know, he became the billionaire class. You know, he became that same. He just walked away and said, "Okay, fine. You're not gonna let me have slaves anymore, so I'm just gonna enslave people with a dollar bill." Because look, and again, please, if you're African American, don't take this personally. Okay, this is my view of what I saw, what I've seen, and a lot of it came from roots. You know, as the slave walked away free, they had nowhere to go, and the slave master goes, "Yeah, check this out, yeah, they'll be back." And then slaves are, "Where are we going to go?" I said, "I don't know. Let's go back over there and ask him." So, "Where can we go?" I said, "Well, I don't know, man." It's like, you're free now, so you got to go and earn a living. It's like, earn a living. Yeah. Because when you were a slave to me, I gave you free housing, free food, free clothes, a place, a place to work, and get all these things for free. But since you're no longer a slave, I can't do that anymore for you. So what I can do for you, if you like, I still have the same job, that you were doing as a slave, but now instead of you being a slave and me giving you all these things for free and me raping your children every once in a while, except for that, now, right? Now I you could be my employee, right? So what I'll do is that the same job that you had, right? I'll pay you $1 a day, right? That's a lot more than a lot of people are making out there. So I'll pay you $1 a day. So, and the slaves were like, excuse me. No, the warriors that were enslaved said, okay, well, since we have to pay for things now, yeah, I'll take it $1. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it. It's like, but now you respect me as a human being. Now I'm not a slave. I'm an employee. I say, oh yeah, you're an employee. Yeah. Okay, so wow, I make $1 a day. That's a lot of money. But yeah, the thing of it is though, remember I told you that you used to get the slave houses were the housing that you were living in that was free, but now you have to pay for that, and the food and the clothing and the education for your children, that all comes with a price. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, money. It's like you have to, I'm giving you money, but then you have to pay for things because you're not a slave anymore, right? Like, oh, okay. So then what did the slave, the warrior that was enslaved said? I said, okay, I guess so. So then, how much of? So you're gonna give me $1 a day? How much? Well, let me check this out. Okay, well, I'm figuring with costs and everything, and it's gonna be about 85 cents. It's like, what? 85 cents? Yeah. So you give me $1, and then you want 85 cents back. So then I only make 15 cents. Yeah, but you have that 15 cents to work with, and if you work hard, right, and you do what you need to do as an employee, not a slave. No, you're an employee. What's going to happen is that eventually you get raises, and then eventually just like the slaves that I allowed in the house, yeah, I'll work you up. I'll bring you up to a level where you're managing other employees, and doing that kind of work. So don't worry about it. You'll make more money. You'll make more of it. But at first you're gonna have to work really hard. It's like, okay. So is it the same area? No. It's 12 hours a day you have to work. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna make $1 a day, and then you're gonna take 85 cents from me. And then you're going to make me work longer hours. And then maybe in the future, sometime you're going to give me something more. Yeah. If you can find a better deal out there, go ahead, buddy. There's a whole big country waiting for you to go out there and be free. Why are you laughing, man? It's I tell you the truth, I never really liked the slavery thing myself. I'm kind of glad it's over with and done with. Yeah, I mean, what's actually happening to you is nothing. I agreed, and everybody's happy now, and and now I'm just gonna, like I said, I'll hire you and all your friends. Just tell them all, I got a job for them if they want it. But those men over there, I, they don't seem like they're struggling. I mean, for 15 cents a day, it's like, yeah, I know, but there's because they have experience, doing it. You don't have that much experience. But I did this for you for most of my life as a slave. It's like, I know, but you were in that slave mentality. Now you're an employee, so now there's benefits and there's other things for being an employee that you have to accommodate for. And I know I won't be able to rape your children anymore, but I got a job for them if they want it. Whatever happened to that slave master? Huh? Did you ever seen a movie, not even Roots, did it show what, and I saw that Lincoln movie too, about Lincoln. They never showed what that guy and those families, like Gone with the Wind, what those families in those mansions ended up going. Anybody know? Does anybody know where they went? Yeah, I'm sure. Somebody should track them down and find out where they are so they can pay retributions to the people they enslaved and spend the rest of their lives. Oh no, they're all dead. Well, maybe their children and their children's children that profited from those slaves, and every human being should be paid. And then, just like every Native American that lost an ancestor to, I'm going to repeat this again. The Vikings came here 1,000 years ago. So this country wasn't discovered. Yeah? It was happened on, and then it was taken advantage of by people with guns, and evil people with guns that decided to kill all the warriors and enslave the women and children, feed them alcohol, and then eventually give them a little piece of the land and say, "Yeah, this is yours now. See, and we as the government have no rights here, except if we want to, we'll just come in and kill everybody again." Right? So I've never been a big fan of Thanksgiving. I never will be a big fan of Thanksgiving. As of today, as of this one, because this is the first one that I've actually had that I wasn't with somebody that dragged me, or one of my family members, said, "Oh, it's Thanksgiving, come over, we'll have turkey," and this is the first one that I've experienced that I really got everything the fuck out of me that I needed to get out. And I'm not African American. I'm not Native American. But you know what I am? I'm a human being with compassion. And I feel the compassion that every one of you and every human being that did that and continues to still do that, because I know there's still tribal cultures out there that are being colonized and being, if there's a few left, and being, they go in and they give them, we're going to go into this tribe and we'll give them books and desks. Look, we're going to provide desks and books for all these children so they could read the white man's story about how a wonderful life is, and know nothing about their tribal roots. I told my friend, did you, in your books, man, that you read, did you read anything about your tribal roots? Where you came from? And he goes, no. I said, did you even see Roots? He goes, no. But, he's African American, so he didn't have to watch Roots because he saw it every day. And if you out there, the older people of my age, I'm sure saw it because it was oh man, that was eye-opening. I remember Kunta Kinte when he got his foot cut off. Holy shit! And wasn't that the guy from Good Times, the father? JJ's father? So if you haven't seen the movie, I suggest you really see the movie. And while you're at it, put on one of those cowboys and Indian movies that they had, Lone Ranger and all those people with the Indians circling the train wagon and the poor people going, oh no, these savages are gonna kill me. Watch those and laugh. And actually, you should cry over the hypocrisy that this country puts forth when it comes to the things that they've done. I'm an American citizen. I was supposedly born in Italy, and then they brought me here, and then I eventually, when I was 18, I became an American citizen. But you know what? I am no citizen of any fucking nation. You know why? Because there is no fucking nations. Nations are nothing except for greedy men to put walls around and keep people out that don't belong there. You see, I was always hoping that it wasn't God that gave judgment, but also Mother Earth gave judgment. But I'm thinking, you know what? We've only been around 40, 50,000 years at the most, 100, I don't even know, can't even sure. But I'm sure in the billion years that this planet has been here, Mother Earth has seen plenty of civilizations come and go. And why do you think they went? So I didn't mean to scare anybody. But you know what it is? Your great-great-grandfathers. Oh no, but it wasn't me. I was from over there. It wasn't in... My great-great-grandfather. I'm white. I'm Italian, but I'm white, I guess. Columbus he's discovered America. Somebody was did you guys take down that statue of Columbus, man? You should, if you haven't, you should really work on that again, because that is the biggest fucking hypocrisy that I've ever seen in my fucking life. The Star Spangled Banner, the what's the Declaration of Independence, where all the people, all the white men, you mean? Because women weren't even included then, and children weren't included. Only white men. Eventually, they let women in, and then I think the slaves came in eventually after, like, really fighting for that shit, right? So, this is the first Thanksgiving that I got it all out, and this is the last little bit of it that I'm getting out. And all I got to say is that, man, if you're not white, even if you are white, but if you're not white and you celebrate Thanksgiving, I know it's for the kids and the turkey, and you want to make sure that they're happy that day. Make them turkey every day and tell them, because if you're not celebrating the Slavery Day, when the slaves were first brought over, or Asian slave days when the Asians were brought over to work, for pennies, and every other culture. Think about, boycotting Thanksgiving and saying, you know what, maybe it's enough of saying thanks to the people who slaughtered innocent people for their land. Oh no, but those Indians, they circled the train. Then you see that movie? They circled and they shot the arrows. I mean, if we didn't shoot them all with our guns and kill them all, they would have just shot us with their bows and arrows and scalped us. Actually, I found out that scalping is something not an Indian really did. Scalping is something that, and you can Google this one too. Scalping is something that the bounty hunters. I guess I think that's what they were called, bounty hunters back then too. The ones that were that went out and with the little they had the poster with the guy's face on it, and they went out and they got him, and they got him. They said that every Indian you bring back with a scalp, you don't have to bring the Indian's body back, just bring the scalp back. That's where scalping came through, and maybe after a while, the last, it's actually the warriors were all killed off. So the children of the warriors, that maybe they didn't do the alcohol, and maybe I'm a warrior, enslaved. maybe they started doing that for retribution. And then what did Americans say? Oh, well, it's those Indians and they're scalping us, so let's behead them and kick them around, kick their heads all around town. Thanksgiving and even for the turkeys, leave the fucking turkeys alone, man. How would you like to be farmed and fucking bred just to be someone's fucking dinner? Huh? Would you like that? No, right? Oh, but God put all the animals here for us to consume, so you can't, say, yeah, you sure about that? You better hope that's right. As far as I know, God put these creatures on this planet to procreate and learn and grow, not be farmed and be slaughtered and then be feasted on. Thanksgiving, I got children, come on. You want a leg or you want the dark meat or you want the white meat? Oh, mommy, I'll take the white meat. Watch what you teach your children, because that's what the problem is with the society. You're letting those people teach your children, right? Garbage. And I don't have any kids. Thank goodness. My ex-wife, I didn't have kids with my ex-wife. Thank goodness, because she was an I don't have kids now. But if I did, I make sure, damn sure, and I'd even say the fucking curse word to them, that they don't believe all this garbage that's being fed them. And what you know is right, you know is right, and you don't need a commandment or a book or some teacher to tell you that. It's part of you being a human being, and it's really easy to teach them how to share, connect, and not live in borders. But we tell them, oh, peace and love and everything, but no, the border, no, don't let those Mexicans in. Don't let those people in here and take my land from me, just like we did. But they're not coming in with guns and forcing their way in here. They're struggling and swimming and taking chance to just come to this fucking country that's supposed to be it's the best we got, right? Yeah, it's the best we got. Yeah. That's so sad. If this is the best we got, based on the slavery, the enslavement, and the persecution and the slaughter. Oh, I'm not even going to talk about Latin America and how 11 million Mayans disappeared, were slaughtered by the the conquistadors didn't have the guns, but they had the sharp ones and the swords, and they just shot, And the Mayans were like, oh no, we don't war like that. And so we don't. Hey, and you want the gold, take the gold, but don't kill me. Ah! And the conquistadors say, you see, hey, now we have the new South America. It's North America. This is South America now. Hey, 11 million Mayans were slaughtered, killed. But the Spaniards that discovered South America, oh, it's so good. We love it here now. Okay, we got rid of all those savages, and we killed all the warriors, right? And then with the women and children we enslaved, and now they're servants for us. I worked for a Mexican bank, Bancomer, for 7 years. No, 5 years. It's 2 types of Mexicans. 2. I mean, that's just a lot, but you have the Spaniards. Then they're usually like, they're the ones who own the bank, and they're the ones that, the tall ones, like the president of Mexico, And then you have the Mayan, the Aztec, the Mesoamerican people. And they're usually the poor class. I wonder why that is. So imagine how that goes on in every fucking country. Sorry, I cursed again. Don't let your children watch this. Those curse words, they might, put bad ideas in their heads. So, that's my last talk for tonight. I mean, I know it is. It's way past Let's see what time it is. This damn thing doesn't want to turn on. I gotta push it. All right. I know it's late. It's past 12. I don't know. 1 maybe. So, it's not Thanksgiving anymore, thank goodness. But, I still smell that charred meat and the feasting. And to all the tribal cultures, I do not disrespect you. Please don't think that the things that I've said in any way disrespect you, because honestly, I said this before. I want to either go back to my tribal place where I came from, or I want to go back to the future where I'm from, where they sent me here to tell people about this shit and maybe avoid something that's going to happen in the future. And I'm like, sorry, it didn't work. Can I go back now? Either the tribal past or the future where we're evolved enough that all this is understood.